alien civilizations may have colonized the galaxy and visited our Earth, a new study claims. According to a new scientific study, the Milky Way galaxy may be full of alien civilizations with expansionist inflows and who visited Earth in the past. So far, numerous researchers tried to respond to Fermi's paradox, and that paradox is, where is everybody? Meaning, where are all the extraterrestrials? And they have done it in the most various ways, since assuming that all intelligent life forms outside the Earth are aquatic and live in the ocean depths, and therefore do not know spaceflight, to ensure that no civilization is sustainable and ends up destroying itself before it can dominate interstellar flights. The so-called zoo hypothesis has even been postulated, according to which the advanced societies of the Milky Way galaxy have decided not to contact us for the same reasons that we try not to contact and to protect them with some indigenous populations. But none of those solutions have taken into account so far that everything in the galaxy is in continuous motion, and that in the same way that the planets orbit around the stars, also the stars with their planets in tow orbit around the galactic center. Our solar system, for example, completes an orbit every 230 million years. And for that reason, a study published recently in the Astronomical Journal says that if civilizations arose in very remote star systems, as with ours, which is located in the sparsely populated area of stars near the edge of the Milky Way galaxy, it would not be a bad idea to shorten the trip and wait until their orbital trajectories get close enough to the new habitable worlds to allow craft and settlers to be sent there. So if we could travel at the speed of light, it would take 200,000 years to pass through the disk of our Milky Way galaxy. And once established in the new system, the aliens could repeat the play and wait again to be at an optimal travel distance to take a new leap, and so on. In such a scenario, alien civilizations would not simply launch across the galaxy, but would wait long enough for their star to approach another that had a habitable planet. If that's long enough time were 1 billion years, then we would have a solution to the Fermi paradox, explained NASA researcher at University of Rochester, Pennsylvania and Columbia. That would mean that habitable worlds are so scarce that it would be necessary to wait, in fact, longer than a civilization lasts before one of them gets within reach. In their work, the scientists used numerical models capable of simulating the propagation of civilization throughout the galaxy. And for this, they took into account the most varied possibilities, from the proximity of a hypothetical civilization to the new star systems to the range and speed of their probes. At one time during the study, where the intentions or the policy of expansion of these hypothetical cultures take into account an authentic trap in which other solutions to the Fermi paradox have stalled. We try to arrive at a model that involves the least possible number of sociological assumptions, explains Jonathan Carroll Nellenbeck, first signer of the scientific article. Scientists calculate that our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, one of every 2 stars has 1 or 2 planets in orbit, and that 1 in every 200 stars also has them within its habitable zone. And still, a good part of the problem with the modeling of the galactic expansion of alien civilizations is that researchers could only work with a single set of data, and that is ours. So whether they like it or not, all their predictions are based on the patterns of our own behavior and technology, primitive from the point of view of a civilization capable of colonizing a galaxy. However, and even with that limitation, Carroll Nellenbeck and his colleagues discovered that the Milky Way could literally be full of solar systems colonized by intelligent beings, even if the most conservative estimates are applied. and if they've not yet visited the Earth, it is because we are not close enough, the researcher said, although they could have in the past. They were here? Question mark. According to the article, the Astronomical Journal, one of the main arguments made against the idea that our planet may have been visited in the past is that there is no evidence, remainder, or evidence to record that visit. But our planet is 4.5 billion years old, and if a civilization landed here at some distant past, the traces of its stay could have been erased over time. It's even possible that aliens have passed near our world when humans already existed but decided not to visit us. The hypothesis of ancient astronaut, not considered in the study, says that in ancient times the Earth was visited by beings from other worlds, which influenced the beginning and development of human civilization. To think that expansion and conquest always go hand in hand is a very human tendency, and projecting it to other civilizations would be to sin of naivety. The study calls this possibility the Aurora effect, in honor of the novel of the same title by Kim Stanley Robinson. In other words, alien civilizations would only settle in a fraction of the habitable worlds they encounter, and yet the number of colonized planets could be huge. And therefore the authors of the study do not believe that we should be discouraged by the apparent silence that surrounds us. In Carol Nellenbeck's words, that science does not imply that we are alone. It simply means that habitable planets are probably very rare and difficult to reach. And this is from Business Insider. It's on Infinity Explorers by Ansri Vastava. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.